Comments by council members regarding the arbitrary and capricious. And by the way, I'm hearing the same thing from every council member with the exception of one. It's not so much arbitrary and capricious, but blame on both parts. I would have to say that seems to be coming out. And I would like to make some comments on this point. This has been a long hearing. There have been a lot of notes made. I want to cover some of the notes, and the reason I want to do this is because I want to justify what I'm about to tell you I feel about this. The penalties. There is no doubt when you look in my mind at the PCA that it was violated. There is also no doubt in my mind from the testimony from both sides that it was vague in some areas where it needed to be more clear. Indisputable. Also, one thing that we gave into quite early in this hearing, after many hours of testimony, was were the NOVs and the fines equally distributed throughout the city by violators that were given NOVs? Did we really do this in an even manner with all developers? The answer to me is clearly no. No, we didn't. No, we haven't. And one of the sites that was brought up in the hearing was the Bergline site. And it has been out of compliance just almost as long, if not longer, than the site that Hurley has. And it's no less involved with stormwater, actually more so than the Hurley site. I found that ironic that we had it. And it came out in testimony that I had brought that up to the city administrator, and I had. And I will explain to you that the reason for that is I thought we looked bad as a city, not enforcing evenly throughout the city. Now the question of Council Member Lavelle putting undue pressure through the city administrator onto the Hurley site. I find it disturbing that there were 6 emails from Council Member Lavelle and no other council member in reference to the Hurley site. Not another council member sent in an email. And yet, Mr. Lavelle could not give us the name of a single person that sent an email. That bothers me a great deal. Only one council member has been contacted on the site, and no other council member had this brought their attention and talked to our city administrator or Jeff. I find that ironic. As a matter of fact, I find it almost impossible to believe. Now, all this information was received due to the request for freedom of information by Mr. Hurley's attorney, Mr. Gibbons. And we only have 6 emails based on what they supply. And it came out in the hearing that there may be more. But they couldn't be found. So I think that although I am not stating that pressure was put on me by Mr. Lavelle, it sure looks to me and would appear to anyone else at this hearing that was sitting out in that audience that this was not the norm, that the relationship that came out from these emails seemed to appear to put pressure on that side. Now, everyone heard the same evidence, 6 emails, no one else found them. So that bothered me quite a bit. And so it would lend to the assumption on the Hurley part that it was arbitrary and capricious. I don't believe that it was, though. I believe that there are equal mistakes. I believe that it is just almost right down the middle. There are as many mistakes made by our city as there were by Mr. Hurley. I find fault on both sides. And one statement I certainly agree with that several of the council members have made is that we need to change things going forward. It is important. We spent 4 days in here to make sure that the process was followed, that both sides got to present their case. And I don't believe that this could have been handled in a work session. But I am disturbed by the fact that Mr. Hurley asked for a work session and council was not addressed as to whether they wanted to give one. I believe it's the responsibility of the city administrator to let the council know, by the way, when someone requests a hearing before council. Now, I'm not talking about an administrative hearing, I'm talking about a work session. None of us were asked that. I think that's disturbing. I think that communication is being into my comment section, let you know why I'm going to make this statement. I agree. I think the slate should be wiped clean on both sides. I believe that at this point, if council agrees that we should say that there are no fines, the city knows what they need to do to be more friendly to our contractors and construction here in the city. And the contractors know that they must comply with the regulations that we have in place. We have no choice. Our engineers are good engineers. I can tell you this, the first note I made was Jeff Brannon is a qualified, well-qualified engineer. That Kenny Reed is more than qualified to do the job that he does. And that Mr. Clint Harrison is qualified to be an engineer, and that they did the best with what they had to work with. But the vagueness in this BCA, the misunderstandings that aren't corrected, and the fact that we didn't work more closely and bringing out the differences here, and you wish we could go down, but I think it would be a waste of time, but I have no time. So at this point, I would like to suggest, because my suggestion would be to wipe the slate clean. I would like to know if council would like to, at this